Hello, good morning. It's actually the afternoon, but I'm having my morning coffee, so good morning as far as I'm concerned. I'm TOADKIDS. I do sound design and I produce on behalf of Ethics Committee. Today, we're finally turning in that final assignment that I may have put off for a little bit too long. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it may be titled How I Make My Massive Basses or How to Make an Epic Bass in 5 Minutes. If you're part of my class, it may be titled like Presentation 3, the main components of synthesis and modulation or something. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch it. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to let me know. If you don't, feel free to let me know. Keeping this short, keeping it under 5 minutes hopefully. Let's get into it. You will see that I do have a skin, so it doesn't look exactly like Bass Vital. Everything is exactly the same. The colors are swapped around. So yeah, let's get into it. This is an init preset. It sounds like this. This will be the default sound for most synthesizers that you come across. So I'm going to start with a square and a saw wave played on 2 different oscillators. These right here are my oscillators. They're going to take any input that I give them and turn it into tangible noise. I'm also going to pitch them down probably by 3 to 4 octaves because I'm making a bass today. So what you should have now is just this. If you followed along exactly, if you haven't, it's fine, you'll probably still end up with something really cool. Next I'm going to add white noise. What I'm going for is kind of one of those newer Skrillex basses, but you can do whatever you like. I'm going to add white noise. It'll sound really cool after I add distortion, but for now it sounds like this. And then I'm going to run that through a filter. So this should cut out a lot of my higher frequencies because really I just want it to be more punctual and focused on the low end. Sweet. I took out the attack because as soon as it's triggered I wanted to play, but I do leave a little bit of release so that it doesn't cut off and leave one of those pop noises. You can also handle this by exporting it and then rendering it to fade out. Now it sounds like this. Next I'm going to take an LFO, that stands for a low frequency oscillator. Basically it makes a really low noise and you can use that noise that you can't hear to automate and modulate other parameters. I'm going to use it to modulate my filter. You can modulate whatever you want with an LFO, it's a beautiful part of it. I like to barely modulate the cutoff filter, it gives you a very wavy sound. If you're feeling really out there, you can take a randomizer, which is right here if you're using Vital, and randomize the stereo effects and or the smoothness knob on your LFO. I'm also going to randomize frequency. It'll just sound more buffery. This is a sound I like. You do not have to like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. It's to each their own. Now for effects, I'm going to put in a compressor and take out all of the high end in that, and then probably take out all the band and then slowly add it back as I feel is necessary. I really like that sound. I may change it when I put more drive on it, we'll just see. Next I'm going to put chorus and I'm going to put that after my compressor, and that makes it super wide, which I think sounds really cool. But you can also have a mono bass and that sounds really cool, or take it and separate it into stereo tracks but not have a chorus, and you can do that with free plugins like Widener is really good. Now for me, I like to put bit crushers or soft clippers on my basses to give them a lot more drive, but you can hit any drive you like. I also like to run them through guitar amps. They sound super nasty if you do that, so just do whatever fits your taste. I'm going to use a bit crusher this time, but there's no drive that doesn't sound good at some point. Now because I want this to be a mono instrument, I changed the voices right here to 1, and that will make it so that if I press 2 keys, it'll only play one of them. It'll also sound really cool in mono, so without the chorus it sounds like this. That sounds really cool as well. It'll be really good if you want to use that and have other like lead layers, but if you're using your bass as your primary layer, you may want to have it be more stereo. You can also put just less chorus on it, and that'll also sound really cool. What's up? I forgot to record an outro, so go me. It is 11 p.m. I ran out of coffee an hour ago. Yeah, we hit the time limit, so I'm going to show you my wizard.